Sorry, there's literally like 4 steps just to make this happen. Okay. So let's start here. Hi, good to see you for the first time. We're going to use all of the theorems that we have learned. It could be side, side, side today, or side, angle, side, angle, side, angle, 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 side, or hypotenuse, leg. And we're going to have overlapping triangles, and they're going to share things. So there's going to be a lot of reflexive property, just so you know. You'll see that often. So here we go. You need to have a plan. Highlight the triangles that have the problems that you need to prove congruent. So for example, if I need to prove ACD, ACD is this one. I think separating them out is actually a really smart idea. A, C, B. Okay, so I'm just kind of going to ignore the triangle that's given on the paper. So here's what I'm given. DC is congruent to BA. In this proof, because of the way it was written, they make us put both of the givens on one line because there's only 3 steps. So I'm going to put both givens on the same line. Yeah.
We're trying to prove CAB, not ACB.
CAB.
Yeah.
CAB, this triangle is congruent to this triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said ACB before. When you drew the triangle, you said we were doing ACB. So
Okay. Oh, yeah, I said it in the wrong order. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so here's what I'm given. DC, mark it up. I highly recommend that you draw the 2 triangles separated. Is congruent to BA. So write small since I have to smush in the steps. And then DA, semicolon, DA is congruent to BC. Okay. DA is congruent to BC. So now that's given. So have a plan. Which segments are congruent? DC and BA, DA and BC. What segment, number 2, what segment is shared by the 2 triangles?
CA.
CA is shared by the 2 triangles. So I'm going to do that it's reflexive, it's congruent to itself. And mark it up. The last step is always what I'm supposed to prove. Triangle ACD is congruent to triangle CAB. But I need help telling why. How? How did I know?
Side, side, side.
Very good. That was easy. Do you guys think that one was easy? I'm hoping it was easy. You what?
which segment surface is shared by the 2 triangles?
Which segment is shared by 2 triangles?
Oh, CA. I had someone say it out loud in class. Okay, I'm scrolling down. And I'm going to draw these 2 triangles separately because I feel that that helps keep me organized and then I'm not confusing anything. It's an option. You don't have to separate the triangles, but if you like, you can.
Close here.
Which 2 triangles and how do I separate them? ABD. ABD. Oh, it's a right triangle. ABD. CBE, which is Right triangle there, EC. So let's talk about our plan. Have a plan. Highlight the triangles that the problem wants you to prove congruent. I did, I redrew them. Which parts are congruent? Here we go. AB and CB, which is gonna go in my proof anyways. Let's see, does it put all the, it puts all the given on one line again. I'm gonna do it. AD is congruent to CE. And AB is perpendicular to CB. Okay. It's a little better. Okay. Now I'm going to mark it up. Oh, what else do we know about the highlighted parts? Like, is there anything in common, you guys? The right angle is in common. Is shared. If AB, mark it up. If AB is congruent to BC, marked it. AD is congruent to CE. Right? All right. Oh, given. You know what you could do, you guys, at the very end? At the very end, you can write your proof. I don't know how yet the triangles are congruent, but if you want to put this in here at the end ahead of time, knock yourself out. Just don't put the reason yet because I don't know yet. Okay, I wrote down the given. I don't know what else to say. What would I say? If I know something is perpendicular, I have to say more about that. Like, get a little more specific. Perpendicular means what? What? Yeah.
Is it perpendicular where your lines intersect?
Yeah, they do. Perpendicular also makes something special. But what does it make? Like what? A right angle. So there it is. Because I know that they're perpendicular, I can say angle B is a right angle. And I would, my reason would be perpendicular lines form right angles. So since my given had a perpendicular statement in it, putting for my reason the word perpendicular or the symbol perpendicular is important because that makes the connection. Perpendicular makes a right angle. So now I know that angle B is a right angle, but I have to do, am I going to do side, side, side? Am I going to do side angle side? What's the end game here, guys? And that's what you should be thinking of. Look at what I've marked up. Is this going to be angle side angle, angle side, or hypotenuse leg? What's it going to be? Someone on Zoom, help me out.
Hypotenuse leg.
It's going to be hypotenuse leg. So I have to then say that these two are equal, that they're the same, because they're shared by both triangles. So I need to say that angle B is congruent to angle B because they're a part of both. Reflexive. I mean, I don't even need to do, you don't do that. You just see that they're right angles. You don't make congruencies in hoop. Yep.
Why would you say that angle B is a right angle if you could, if you prove that, if you prove that B is a right angle, couldn't you just, then on the next one, instead of saying angle B is congruent to angle B, wouldn't it make more sense if you did angle ABD is congruent to angle ABC?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Just like say the angle. I could write it out in more like, you want like angle ABD.
Yeah.
You could do that too. That would not be wrong. I did the shortcut.
Okay.
Okay. So on number 3, there's lots happening because I literally have 4 triangles. But I'm glad that you can see my color copy because let's talk about our plan. The pink and the yellow matter. Okay? So I have to have a plan. Highlight the triangles that the problem wants you to prove congruent. Given AB is congruent to CB, and they put them all on one line, guys, just so you know. Okay. AB is congruent to CB. AD is congruent to CD. Okay. The first thing I need to prove is this triangle. Because look, you guys, doesn't this look like the obvious choice first? Sorry, it doesn't look that good. But if I know that this is congruent to this, and this is congruent to this, then what can I say about the last thing? Like I'm gonna go a little bit ahead of time. I want to think ahead. It's all about planning ahead. The given information that I was told basically fed me the information that these 2 triangles should be congruent. So I separated them out. What's the last thing I need to do to prove these triangles congruent? I just showed you with my finger. Someone on Zoom.
Reflexive property.
Reflexive property. So we need to keep on the side of our brain BD, because that would then prove those triangles congruent. So first prove ABD. Yeah.
Miss Grant, instead of being BD, shouldn't it be BE because it's BEA and BEC?
It should not. That's the end game. But since I was told about this, let's get rid of this horizontal line right here. And I can do this triangle and this triangle first. Because then I'll know that this line is equal. I'll know even more information. It'll give me extra info. I have to prove one triangle first before I get to the other pink and yellow. This is a multi-step. So stay with me as I walk you through it. Now I'm gonna say what I just was put in the side of my brain, that BD is congruent to BD. And that's the reflexive property. First, you need to prove that triangle ABD, here it is, by side, side, side. Okay. Now, okay, I know that these two triangles are congruent. If you notice, our focus is only now going to be on the top two triangles, yellow and pink. You won't need your Chromebooks, can you put them away? So if I only care about yellow and pink, what information can I use, because I slowly need to get yellow and pink congruent? I know a side. This is all I know about yellow and pink. This, right? And I also know that this whole line, but that's going to lend me to this chunk right here. I get to use that in my proof. I only care about the top two triangles now. Is there another part of the triangle? Remember yesterday, CPCTC, is there another part of the triangle that I could prove that would help me with a side? This is obviously going to be a side. Yeah?
Shouldn't we know that AE and EC should be congruent since we knew that the B was it BDA and BC
No,
are congruent?
because I was never told anything about this line right here.
Oh, okay.
So I can't all of a sudden put it in. You can only use information from this triangle. And if I only care about the upper portion, what's still not mentioned? I've got the sides here. I know that these up and down lines are going to be equal. What have I not talked about in this triangle above my arm?
Angle ABE.
The angle up here. Couldn't I do this? This one right here? Yep. Angle ABE is congruent to angle. And you know what you're going to say? You're going to say what we did yesterday, CBE. Congruent parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Okay, here's what I got. This side and this upper angle. What's the last thing I need to say is the same? Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Reflexive A and E.
Yeah, I think it's BE.
Yeah, B.
EE. Reflexive, the segment in the middle, the shared side. But I would never have known that that shared side is reflexive unless I proved these triangles congruent first. And that's going to be reflexive property. And I'm ready for my end. I'm ready for my proof. Side, angle, side.
Miss Grant,
Yep.
why wouldn't you use the definition of midpoint?
Because it never told me anywhere about a midpoint. I don't know that it cuts it in half. So I can't.
Okay.
You have to have the words midpoint in your given if you're going to do that. All right, this is a good one. You should be with me because you've been staying with me the whole time. Yes, you have. Okay. Oh. So I gave you all the reasons. You try. I want you to come up with a plan that you think would work and try your best to fill this in.
We have to put the givens on, on different lines. Never mind. Sorry, I didn't see that.
You what?
Sorry, the paid put the I didn't see the thing on the side.
Okay. I'll give you a second. I'll press pause on the recording because. All right, so there's the answers. Wait, why does it keep scrolling down? I'm sorry, you guys. Whatever. We're moving on to the next one anyways. Sorry. It's not lining up. Okay, this is going to be part of our homework. You're going to do 1 through 3 for all of your homework, and I'm going to model like a couple for you. Not a couple like all number 1, like part of number 1, I will model for you. All right, these 2 triangles are already marked up for you. Okay, we're only doing page 1 and 2 of notes. You're not doing page 3 of notes. This right here is your homework. Classroom exercises 1 through 3. So these 2 triangles relate to number 1. If I'm trying to prove that 2 segments are congruent, I'm not even trying to prove the triangles, the segments, AS and DT. This is what I want to prove. I'll put a question mark there and a question mark there. But I've got to get there. Well, first of all, ABC. The whole triangle ABC. Forget this line is there. ABC. What can I, I've got a line, I've got an angle, I've got a line. It all obviously matches up on this side. A line, an angle, a line. ABC. How could I prove that ABC is congruent? By looking at my red marks. What is it?
Side angle side.
Side angle side. So you're going to write side angle side next to A, because that's how I know that those triangles are congruent. It's already marked up for me, and I just have to say what it is. If I know that the whole big triangles, A, B, C, is congruent, could I say that C is congruent to F? This little angle is congruent to this little angle. The whole triangles are congruent. And now this angle is also congruent to that angle, C and F. How could I say that? What reason would I give? What comes after triangles are congruent? We did it yesterday. Then I want to know a part. This part.
CPCTC.
Yep. So next to angle C is congruent to angle F, you're going to write CPCTC, because that's what you would put in a 2-column proof. Now I only care about ACS. I only care about ACS, this one, and DFT. So with everything I know, how would I prove those 2 are congruent? Look at the red lines and my new info. Angle. Sorry?
Side angle side.
Good job. Are you a new person?
No.
Please be a new person. I need new people. Now, if I know that those black triangles are congruent, how do I know that the question marks would be congruent? AS and DT, how do I get to know the question marks? Jacqueline? No? Okay. Because I said, the whole black triangle is congruent to the whole black triangle. Now this line is congruent to that line. This little part is congruent to that little part. Line, line. What am I going to say?
CPCTC.
Again, yeah. So that's how you do these. So really and truly now you're doing 2 and 3. Okay, and that's your homework over the weekend. It's Friday. Okay. And we are like right where we should be. 2 minutes to spare. All right. I will end the recording.